Hey, this is Travis again with the Arduino lab number 4, and this is objective number 1. In this objective, we're using the potentiometer again, and you can see here in the programming code, this time we're setting up a threshold, and we're basically saying that when the potentiometer's value is greater than the set threshold of 400, we're turning the LED pin high, or turning the LED on, or else if it's below the 400 threshold, the LED pin will be low and turn off. And you can see here the LED is connected to the digital pin, the potentiometer is connected to the analog 0 pin, and when I turn the potentiometer, the LED will turn on because it is greater than the 400 threshold variable that we put in the programming code. If I turn it below the 400 threshold, then the LED will turn off. And you can see here when we go into serial monitor, I've set the serial print for the potentiometer sensor value. This is me adjusting the potentiometer between 0 to 1023, just so you can get an idea of the range of the value of the potentiometer. This is objective number 2, and this one we're using the line tracker again. This time I have an if-else statement saying that if the potentiometer's or the line tracker's value is greater than the 400 threshold, it will read a black line detected. Otherwise, it will say a white line detected. There's the line tracker. I used two binders, a black one and a white one. As you can see here, line tracker is picking up a white, and here it is picking up black. And that's the VEX line tracker. But if we go into serial monitor, while I have the line tracker over the black binder, it will say black line detected. Or otherwise, if I put it over the white binder, it will say white line detected. Because it is saying that the threshold is less than 400. Alright, and this is objective number 3. Simple push button, digital push button with the LED. Basically, if it's saying in the if statement that if the button is pressed, the LED pin will turn on, be high, otherwise it will stay off. Here's LED pin connected to digital 13, or I'm sorry, the push button is connected to digital 13, the LED pin is connected to digital 3. And as you can see, when I press the push button, the LED will turn on. And adding to the if statement and a second push button, we're basically saying that if we want the LED to turn on, we have to press both push buttons. I'm sorry, the push buttons were located digital 13 and digital 12. The LED pin is pin 3. Basically, if I only press one of the push buttons or no push buttons, LED will be off. The only way to turn it on is to press both buttons at the same time, as you'll see here. You press one at a time, LED does not come on. It's only when you press both of them together. That is the condition that we set in the if statement. And you can see here I'm changing the AND symbol to an OR statement, to an OR symbol. So basically we told the if statement that we can press one at a time to turn on the LED, or both at the same time to turn it on. And in objective number 4, we're going to try and light a RGB LED again, but this time we're using the push buttons like we did in the last objective. Basically, we're setting it up so that if this time we're using 3 push buttons, and we're saying in the if statements here, if certain buttons are pressed, certain certain colors will be lit from the RGB LED. Here, if button 1 is pressed by itself, blue, it should turn blue. If button 2 is just pressed, it should turn green. Button 3 is pressed, it's red. But we also added if button 1 and 2 are pressed, it should turn cyan, um, and so on and so forth. It should turn yellow and purple when 1 and 3 are pressed. It should turn yellow when 2 and 3 are pressed. And you can see here all the code. We're basically saying if these buttons are pressed, the RGB LED should turn a certain color. Otherwise, no buttons are pressed. You can see here the RGB LED, red, green, blue, does not light up at all. And you'll see here once I press the button, it turns button 1 blue, button 2 green, button 3 red. When I press 2 and 3, yellow, 1 and 2 cyan, 1 and 3 purple. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's definitely purple. It's really bright. Yellow, purple, cyan, green, blue, red.